I got a scar on my chin over here, which happened when I was 5 years old, and I was up to have a play with my neighbors, and I tried to go out from the door. And at home, at my home place, we had some nets so the flies can't go in and out, you know what I mean? So, and on the bottom of the net there is a plastic thing so the net can really hang. And I just tried to go out to play with my neighbors, and the net was like on my shoulder, and the plastic thing, which is on the bottom of it, like got into my skin, and I was like, okay, what's this? And I looked at it, and yeah, then there was a lot of blood, and since then I've got this scar. But yeah, I'm now 21 years old and I quite got used to it. Of course I had big problems with it because yeah, it's very visible and people were even asking, hey, what's that? Before they were asking about my name and stuff. And yeah, but now I get used to it. I think it's part of me and it's not painful at all. And yeah, that's my story about my scar.
I was in 8th grade. I was alone in my house and I started dancing around. And I reached to grab the handle of a really big bookshelf with the glass doors, and I kind of pulled too hard, and the whole bookshelf fell on me. And in order to protect my face, I did that. I took my hand in front of my face, and that's how I got my scar.
So one day when I was about 7 years old, my mom was doing work at home. I was trying to get my mom's attention like most 7-year-olds do because she was working a lot. So what I thought was the best plan of action was to crawl behind her chair and start making random 7-year-old noises. And finally she was like, okay, I'm going to check what this kid wants. And behind the chair there was this glass screen door. I was laying on the ground and my mom stands up, pushes the chair a little bit back, and I just flew straight into the glass door with my head.
When I was 18, I used to live in Phoenix, Arizona. I used to study in Arizona State University, and I had this one flatmate. It was one room, 2 people were staying there. There was a bathroom in the middle, and there was another room. And this one of the guys, he was a good friend of mine. We used to be buddies. We used to go do sports, drink beers, the 18-year-old boy stuff, basically. Then one night he comes back, right? He's a bit tipsy. He drank some beers. Then he sits on my bed. We talk a little. Then he just jokes around about, hey, you foreigner, get out of my country. And I'm like, yeah, I know he's drunk, and I think he's just messing around. So he just pushes me a little, I push him a little. We're boys, we're pushing around. But then I realize he's actually serious. So he pushes me, I push him back, and he's really drunk. He's like, he can't even barely stand. So he just, at one of the pushes, he trips and hits his nose to the wall, and there's just blood everywhere. And it's just, I was very surprised. And the other day he came and apologized. He said he was wrong, he was drunk. But yeah, we get drunk, we do obviously stupid things, but this is something else. This is an idea planted in your mind. And I don't know, it comes from around. Maybe from the family, maybe from internet, maybe from the news, maybe from the community. But all we have to do is educate them and tell them that these ideas are not welcome in the society. There will always be bad apples, today, tomorrow. But what we do is, if you push them away a little, these ideas, they will at one point understand that, maybe I'm saying something wrong.
When I was in my mother's stomach, she didn't know about me. At least she told that she doesn't know about me for 9 months. And one day, people at work told my grandmother that my real mother, my birth mother, went to hospital. So my grandmother called her and what's happening, what's wrong. She said she's pregnant, she's gonna give a birth now, but she's gonna leave the baby in the hospital, so she's gonna leave me in the hospital. Yeah, she did it, But my grandmother was like, she got really sick at that point because too much things, too much stuff. And then she decided like she will take me from hospital. She can't live. But when she took me from the hospital, her husband at that point made her choose me or him. So that's something I always brought with me, because I always felt like guilty because I ruined the family. I have this tattoo, which is represented to my grandmother, who I call mother. It's like me, my grandmother, and it all is like infinite love. I started to call my real mother by name only, but she is my neighbor, so we are like my door, and next door is her door, her family. And I talk with her because I think you can't miss anything or anyone what you never had. But the only thing that I've always been angry with her, like a little bit hurt, is that I don't have father, and she doesn't know even who is my father, because she had too many partners at that time. But now there has been like little clues who might be my father. Contacted with him. At one moment the man disappeared, and now a few days ago that person again wrote me. Right now I have like mixed feelings about this, because I don't want to raise hope, because if I raise hope and he's not my father, or he disappears or don't want me or something, that's gonna be like any point for me. Everything else that has been in my life, like cancer and poorness and like not having a really like perfect family, it's not so hard for me, because I'm living with that every day. But that's hard.
My name is Susanna, and I love people, I love life, and since my 16 I've been suffering of depressions. It started when I was 16. I was really confused about life and about my feelings. I just had a lot of friends. I have beautiful family and not such big problems, but I somehow started to suffer from my own thoughts that just hurt so much that I needed to somehow express my pain, my suffering. So I actually hurt myself, like physically, because I just couldn't find a way out of this, because at first I had loving parents and friends who I just couldn't disappoint and make them sad. And secondly, I really needed to feel physically the pain. Talking about visible marks, obviously I have some on my hands, and even though I'm hiding them by my bracelets, which are from my friends actually, it's not just something, it's a gift. Thing is that at first I was really confused because I didn't know what's happening to me. I just felt really bad, and I was always asking the question, why did it happen to me? Why me? Why the rest of my friends are just cheerful and friendly and whatever, and why am I here like doing this? Why do I feel like that? Why do I sometimes cry half a day? I tried to recover for 2 years, and then it just happened again as I was 20, I guess. And the last time I had therapy was 2 months ago now. And the thing is that at first I was asking like, when will it stop? When will I just perfectly recover? Will be just fine. But after those years, I just know that I don't know actually. I'm just learning to accept that this is me. And as I said, as I love smiling, as I love laughing, as I love people, I just have to accept and learn to accept that I have depressions, and I need to learn how to live with it. I also have a tattoo. It says it in Latin,
and translation is reach the sky. I just want to remember, I want to remember that it happened and I survived. I didn't give up. I just try to enjoy life, and I love life because I know how it hurts to fight for it.